Hey cuties, let's go to Japan. In this trip, we visit Tokyo, Universal Studios, Osaka, Kyoto, Pokemon Center, Ghibli Park, and other super cool neighborhoods. So grab a snack and sit back.
Let's go.
Our trip starts with a 14-hour airplane ride. Then we reach Narita Airport with its iconic Super Mario welcome wall. It's now nighttime in Roppongi and the fake food looks delicious, but for dinner we have some real fish and sashimi. The next morning it's raining, so we pop into a cafe for a quick matcha sponge cake. Then it's off to busy Shibuya to check out Harajuku Street. There are so many little kawaii shops here, but my favorite was Nile Perch, and I even got a sweater. Right outside they had a 6% pop-up, and I got this creepy monster hot dog. Afterwards, I saw so many people with these giant cotton candies walking around, so I knew I had to get one for myself. We can share it, but we can't be late to our next appointment. That's right, it's Pokemon time! Let's check out the cafe first. Reservations to eat here open exactly 1 month in advance. The decorations are so adorable and plushies are an important part of the display. And my favorite detail are these fake food samples to help you decide what you'd like to eat. I find these super helpful. I chose to get the Pikachu curry because just look how cute it is. When do you ever get to eat a Pikachu? The taste was mild and a bit sweet. It honestly tasted like kids' food, which probably shouldn't be a surprise. My partner got the Snorlax teriyaki, which was pretty tasty. I would recommend this one for sure. For dessert, I got the Pokeball Surprise, which features the Pokemon Fido, made of mochi, whipped cream, and strawberries. And we also ordered a chocolate mousse, which was light and a little crunchy. You can pick your own Pokemon design for your coffee too. Now let's check out the merch area. Their selection is pretty cute. I got a Pikachu plate, but there's all sorts of useful kitchen items. This Chef Pikachu plush seems to be a popular choice. I also liked seeing this cool artwork on display. And right next to the cafe is the Pokemon Center. This is plush and cuteness heaven. There's a Pokemon for almost everyone, even some of the obscure ones. I personally had to get a Bidoof. I think they're so cute. Which one would you pick? They also have a lot of toys and Pokemon-themed snacks. All this Pokemon got us in the mood for more gaming, so next we headed to Akihabara. This is known as Electric Town. Our first stop is a place called Super Potato, which is a hugely popular and multi-level retro gaming store. They have so many old Nintendo games and Japanese titles that you can't find easily elsewhere. It honestly felt like a museum and the prices weren't too bad. On the top floor they had an arcade, so we played around for a bit. Akihabara is full of crane games and arcades, as well as a lot of anime merch. It's a really active area and was probably one of my favorites. The train station itself has a really nice mall where we grabbed a quick sugary bite. But now it's time to leave Tokyo and head on a 3-hour train to Osaka. We left pretty early in the morning and took a bullet train. Then we dropped off our luggage at the hotel and then headed straight to Universal Studios Japan. This Pokemon Halloween party show was really fun. And now it's time to explore a bit of Osaka at night. We found this really cool thrift store called Amerikamura Free Market. The owner was really nice and seemed to be excited that we were from America. I loved seeing all the old and retro Japanese toys. It's really a collector's dream. I felt like I was back in the 90s. It was all strangely very organized and curated, even if it was overwhelming. Do you enjoy flea markets and thrift stores? I personally love it. Even this tiny neighborhood area was so cool and unique. I wish we had had more time here. Our next big adventure awaits tomorrow, so for now we sleep. With all the excitement over the past few days, we needed a moment to calm down. So we arrived in Kyoto. We're headed to the famous old part of town known as the Gion district, which is full of artisans and shops and specialty foods. The traditional buildings and tea houses make it feel so special and historic. That Buddhist temple in the distance is the Yasaka pagoda. This is a really iconic spot. Then we visited the nearby Yasaka shrine, which was really peaceful and a lovely way to end the night. The next day, we left Kyoto for Nagoya. The reason is that we're going to Ghibli Park. Even the arrival station is so charming. This theme park is still pretty new since it opened in 2022. Our first stop is the Grand Warehouse, which looks like it's right out of Spirited Away. This is the main area for everything. There are little shop alleyways and places to take selfies. And I love this oversized garden. This Yubaba area was so realistic, I was genuinely afraid she would look up at me. The set design and level of detail is incredible. I love how you can just barely enter into these. In another area, they have all the film release editions for every title. It's such an impressive museum. And look, they have a giant Totoro, as well as miniatures and a large-scale cat bus. On the main floor, we enter another building to take pictures with no face. They use light and sound to make some of the sets even more immersive. And there's also a gift shop. Keeping with the nature-loving vibes, the next day we headed off to see some real beauty. We took the train to Mishima, where we waited for a bus to take us to Mount Fuji. How charming is this? And then the next morning, we woke up at the Kawaguchiko Hotel right by the lake. Everything was so peaceful. That's Mount Fuji, obscured a bit by a cloud. This area felt like a Miyazaki movie come to life. We spent some time with the fishermen on our last morning. I hope you enjoyed this slice of Japan. Let me know which was your favorite part, and thanks for watching!